I'm actually in Ohio right now. We just went to the mall. And we're headed down the road. You can probably see a little bit of color, but not much. Simply because there isn't much stuff yet. Like colors. So, let's see. A little bit of color over there. So this is Interstate 70 that we're on. Kind of coming down to the valley here where the Ohio River is. We're going to cross over into West Virginia and into Wheeling. So I'll be back in a second. It's a real pretty grassy knoll. I don't think it's the same grassy knoll that we're all familiar with. Probably getting busy. I am. Okay, we're in Brookline, Ohio, and we're coming up to the bridge which takes us over into West Virginia. So, if I look down this way, you can kind of see that's the Ohio River Valley down that way. That's the signs. Now we're looking at the skyline, I guess you call it the skyline of Wheeling. There's welcome to West Virginia. It's only about 15-20 minutes from our house to the mall in Ohio. About the same distance and amount of time to one in Washington, Pennsylvania. Here's the river coming up here. This is actually what's called Wheeling Island, I think, where all the gambling stuff is, the casinos and slot machines and things like that. So here's that interesting little bridge here. And there's the Ohio River. You can kind of see it. And the river. It's an interesting little bridge that kind of, I think it's for pedestrians that goes across the river there. And this is all Wheeling. There's Marsh Wheeling Stogies. If you need some cigars, just let us know. And here's the Wheeling Tunnel. Here's some of the old houses there along, and there's a beautiful woman driving. Yeah. Okay, this is the Wheeling Tunnel. I guess I'll probably take a break here and we go in. Oh, maybe not. Kind of still see. Wheeling's kind of a depressed area now because of all the coal mine closures and steel mill closures and things like that. So it's kind of dilapidated, not much in the way of job opportunities. And there's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's always a good thing. Okay, so here we are. We're on the other side of the mountain. And this is a part of Wheeling's over here, and part of it's on the other side next to the river. See a little bit of colors. Hasn't really started turning that much yet in this area for some reason. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, coming up to Ogle Bay Park. I'll be back in a minute. So, there we go. Alright, that's, I just missed it. That was Wheeling Jesuit University. Oh well. Alright, so you can't really see it, but back up that way somewhere is, yeah, there's part of it. Wheeling Jesuit University. It's obviously Catholic college, part of it. Actually pretty big. There's that pretty lady again. Alright, so we're heading out of Wheeling, and the next town up is, what's it called, honey?
Elm Grove.
Elm Grove. Okay, that's the next town. And over here on the right,
Here's one of the hospitals.
is one of the hospitals that Geraldine gets to go visit people in. That's Wheeling Hospital, I think.
Wheeling Jesuit.
Yeah, Wheeling Jesuit Hospital, okay. And it's pretty bright. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, this is Elm Grove. You see it's kind of surrounded by hills. We're going to be heading up into the hills, up to where S. Alexander is. There's this is actually the closest place to come to get things like McDonald's or Wendy's or stuff like that. There's McDonald's over there and groceries, yeah, grocery stores. Some of the houses over there on the hill. There's another hill up that way you can see. There's that pretty lady again. Every time I say that, she smiles. I don't know what that means. It seems like we're going fastest because the speed limit here in West Virginia is 70, so. See, it's kind of nice little hilly area. It's not really mountainous, but it's just hills. Nice rolling hills. See a few of the colors. A lot more pretty, like I said. It's a little bit of color, but not a lot. Probably another week or so, it'll be a lot prettier. It's also prettier towards where we live too, I think, a little bit. Okay, another break. Okay, we're heading up out of Elm Grove. Can't really tell, but it's only about another 5 miles into Pennsylvania, so we're just left Wheeling and Elm Grove, and now we're headed up this big long kind of hill, heading up out of the Ohio Valley. Oh, this is pretty boring, so I guess I'll wait till we get up somewhere more interesting. This sign here says Dallas Pike, 2 miles. That's the last town in West Virginia before we get to Pennsylvania. Big truck stop and things like that, some hotels, that's about it. It's a big long grade that we're going up. Okay, bye-bye.
I'm just curious.
Jerry Lynn's just curious. We just made an executive decision. We're going to check out Dallas Pike to see if there's an A&W there. There's a sign that says A&W root beer, like a drive-in, so we're going to stop and see. There's a pretty scenic, whoops, oh well, it was pretty scenic. There's a few more colors over there. See some of the surrounding hills off in the distance.
Along the North Shore of the Allegheny River, the 8th annual Run Like Hell 5K.
Okay, we're going to run to see if there's an A&W here. We'll let you know in just a second. Alright, so here we come. It says A&W right there on the sign. See it? That's where we're going. Checking out this A&W thing. Alright, here we go. A&W, it says.
Now we know.
Now we know. There's an A&W here. Right there. Dun, 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 dun.
With Taco Bell.
With Taco Bell.
2 best foods in the world.
Well, according to Dylan, it's half the best foods in the world. Okay. Well, here you are at the Dallas Pike truck stop. Woohoo! We can figure out how we get out of here. Alright. There's the leaping deer. If you've been with us last night, man, we saw a couple. One was a big old buck, just walked right out in front of the car. We almost hit it. And then we saw a big doe right next to our house. They're big around here. Some of the guys were talking about hunting and one dressing out to be like 270 pounds or something ridiculous. So that's a pretty big deer. Not like in Florida, where they're like big dogs. Alright. So here's the sign. It says West Alexander. Does that say 3 miles? Yeah. And then Washington, Pennsylvania is 17 miles. So we're very close to the border. So we're getting to the top. Oops, police car. Getting to the top of the hill. There's something you don't see every day right there on the windshield. Bug guts. You don't see that too much around here. Not too many bugs.
Just got those in Ohio.
Yeah, it must be Ohio bugs. Alright, so here's some pretty scenery off to the side, sort of. Alright. Some red looking leaves. Not sure what all these radio towers and the big water tower are from. It's actually on the other side of the highway. We're headed east, by the way. Okay. There's rolling hills you can see off in the distance. There's some pretty leaves. You can say things, honey. Here's the welcome station into West Virginia if you're going into West Virginia. Right up here. Yeah, we're gonna smash. Right up here is a sign that says drive safely, return soon, which is saying come back to West Virginia. Of course, we're going to be hitting a sign soon that says welcome to, oops, there's West Alexander 1 mile. We'll be saying welcome to Pennsylvania. Some more rolling hills off in the distance. Now what? Oh. Every time I turn around to the side, I keep getting little back scratches from Jerry Land. Pennsylvania welcomes you. Tom Ridge, governor.
So we'll go around this bend, you'll be able to see West Alexander.
Yeah, that's right. I might be able to zoom in and see.
It's actually the
This is-
Christian church you can see on the
Oh, is it?
road.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some flowers.
Oh yeah, some pretty flowers along the road here. Kind of see those in the median there. Oh, we just missed.
Missed it.
Okay, no, we didn't. Yeah, I guess we did. All right, so here's our turnoff to West Alexander. Not a whole lot to it. The turnoff, I mean, or the town. Somebody leaving West Alexander. Come back, come back. We can't afford to lose anybody. Come to church Sunday. Alright, so now we're... Yeah, there's West Alexander to the right. Burnsville.
Goes to the left.
Close to North Carolina, as you can see. Actually, it's a different Burnsville, but that's okay. People probably think we were crazy filming this. Alright, so there's the highways. It goes off towards Washington, PA, towards the west, or excuse me, east. So now we're headed north, coming into West Alexander. See, there's some pretty trees. And there's some of the little houses along the way here. Oops, there's the West Alexander sign, has a church on it. And there's people that are thinking that I must be strange.
There's Nathan.
There's Nathan.
Fred.
Nathan!
He's looking like
I know.
now I know where.
Alright, I want to take a break for a second.
The card.
Alright, now we're past all that.
Well, I'll bring you back around if you want to get the card out.
There's some pretty stuff.
And
There's a church steeple, but it's not ours. Other ones are that way. We'll see it in a minute.
do you want the card?
See that pretty rolling vista.
Oh, don't I need to put this in?
I've got some money.
Alright, so here we come. There's Charlie's house, Charlie Cofield. He's a builder. Fixes up old houses around here. You can see off in the distance there's the hills of where the fair is. This is Main Street, by the way. This big gray building on the right used to be a doctor's office years ago. And there's the steeple of the Christian church, which used to be the other Presbyterian church, and when it merged with the current one, they all walked, the whole congregation walked down the street. Oh, there's a car about ready to come out. People looking at us funny. Okay, and up here on the right is our house. That's it right there. So we're going to drive by. We'll come back to it later on. And there's the house that Charlie's working on. Probably thinking that we're strange. And here's the graveyard that belongs to the church, and there's the old van. And there's the church. And there's the old bank next to it.
There's Mona.
And there's Mana, and there's the sign that says Jerry Lynn Bowders. I missed it. Alright, so there's the church. And there's the rest of us Alexander down that way. There's not much to it, though.
They mowed the grass real pretty.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
There's the back side of the church.
It's not very pretty.
It's not that pretty. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's up into some other parts of town. And now we're going back around, and there's the back of the church. And there's the graveyard. Some of those stones in there are from the 1790s. From also later on from the Civil War in the 1850s and 60s. There's the back of the Christian church. And this takes us back up to the road we just came in on, actually.
to a girl's birthday
And that road right there is
party.
Liberty, and that's up there to that stop sign, and then one house to the left on the other side is our house. So, kind of give you an idea of what's here. Not much. And this is where they park the school buses, and that's something there, but I'm not sure exactly what. I think where they work on the school buses, maybe.
I wonder if they use these school buses.
All right, I'll take a break. Well, there's actually the Methodist church there. It's not very nice, though. It's Methodist, you know. Which I'm still on the rolls, by the way. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take a break. Okay, we're turning right on Main Street instead of left, and this is the Methodist church we just saw. And we're heading kind of out of town now a little bit. Show you some of the countryside. We'll drive out just a little ways.
There's a lawyer here.
Oh, there's a lawyer. Never have too many of those around. Some of the houses and things.
There's a house for sale down
Or some really cute places along through
Wow,
here.
like
This is
that.
the house that's for sale.
Ooh,
You could probably live in something like that, couldn't
Man,
you?
isn't that cool?
Yeah,
I
it
like
is.
that.
Okay. This is a while ago. It's a cute little house too. We came in on the interstate. There's the interstate. There's the bridge that we came in on a while ago. Right back
This
up
is
that
the
way.
old National Pike. This is the old road
Yeah,
that
this
they
is
used
the old-
to drive the stagecoaches through.
Okay, stagecoaches used to come along here. There's a lot of stage houses, as a matter of fact, along this road. You see at different points, big, huge brick houses. So we're kind of headed out into the boonies right now.
This is where the hunters live, where we're having a bonfire for the kids tonight, somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On this road?
Yep.
Okay.
That looked like Paul. I think that's where Paul Hogue lives.
Yeah, could be.
It is him. There's nobody as skinny as him.
Some pretty colors in these trees. I've put up a new addition on this house. That's kind of funny. They're putting it around it and not taking off the roof yet. Okay. Hey, here's a windmill. Must be a Dutch person living there. Actually, the other direction is pretty too. Out past the graveyard is really nice.
Yeah, we'll go around.
Yeah, just kind of giving you an idea of what some of the surrounding area looks like.
You'd like living up here with us. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. Pretty hills and farms and all kinds of stuff around that through here. It's a little like North Carolina, but not quite so mountainy for one thing, but it's also not quite as, I don't know, it's just different. It's more northern, I guess you'd say.
Gee,
Nice
they belong to our
farm.
church.
Yeah?
Yeah. Their farm's for sale.
Wow. A lot of rolling hills. Another graveyard. Lots of graveyards around here. I guess people must die a lot around here or something. Of course, a lot of them are old too. They're really old graveyards. Look, there's the Mayflower that the Pilgrims came over on. Boy, they must have been crowded in that thing. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Ah,
Need a four-wheel drive around here.
especially in the wintertime, we probably will. We don't have one, of course. Whoa.
Would be a good thing to have.
Yeah, there's some pretty scenery.
I think that's the Hunter Farm up
You
there.
think so?
That's where the
Could be.
bonfire is, I think, tonight.
You think that's the Hunter Farm where the bonfire is tonight? Maybe.
'Cause there's the new house on the hill down there. I'll bet that's their house.
Yeah, could be.
church.
These are the church benefactors that live in this farm
I
up
think
here, I think.
so.
Pretty leaves and things. So that must be the Hunter house there.
I think so. I have this feeling.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a relatively
I think I'll
beautiful
turn
vista.
around here,
That's
actually,
fine.
if that's okay.
Huh, there's another road that goes up that way I didn't even know about.
Goes right up to the farm, really, is what it is.
Next 2 miles though, so it must go somewhere else. Alright, well since we've been there, there's some pretty stuff out this way.
Wow, look how red those reds are.
Yeah, some real red. Yeah, it's real pretty.
Look at the hay bales up on the hill.
Yeah, a lot of hay going on around here. They make hay while the sun shines.
What a perfect day today is.
Yep. Speaking of perfect, oh, look at there.
5 years and you still think I'm perfect. You're crazy.
50 years, I'll still think you're perfect.
If we're still alive.
Oh, well.
Maybe then we will be, right?
Perfect? Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like you, Mom and Dad.
Perfect in heaven. That's what
Alright, I'm going to take a break then and we'll wait till we get back towards town again. This is some of the rolling, bouncing, rolling hills off to the distance. Yikes. Get your car sick. Okay, back into West Alexander. Take another break.
cool house.
Pretty tree here. Kind of see a church steeple off in the distance, and there's some pretty, well, nothing's really hills. Okay. All right, there's the interstate we're going over, and there's some more hills off in the distance. And we're back into town. There's that house that's for sale. She sure likes that one.
Yeah, I do.
Well, we're obviously not near the house. We found this little overlook park. This is overlooking Wheeling. And what you're seeing here off in the distance, those hills off that way, is where we came from yesterday from that mall from Ohio. In fact, it's actually in Ohio right there, those hills. And then you can see as we come across, there's Wheeling Island down there. And then you'll actually see the bridge right here, and that's the bridge we were driving on. And you see the little bridge next to it, which is the, I don't know what that is, pedestrian bridge. And you can actually see down the river. There's the Ohio River. And then all that stuff down that way, those big old buildings, is downtown Wheeling. And then the tunnel goes underneath this little ridge right here. And then you can see the other side of it where it comes out over that way. And then looking down the hill over towards Pennsylvania, which those hills over there might be in Pennsylvania there. So it's a pretty interesting little spot here. Very panoramic, although not necessarily attractive because of all the old beat up looking buildings and stuff, but anyway. And here's the prettiest part of the view. My lovely wife. Hey, just wanted to show you this really pretty view. We kind of got lost here in West Virginia somewhere, but looking out over this valley, some beautiful colors. We're kind of stuck up here in this. We don't really know where we are. There's a bunch of hay bales. There's a really pretty area down that way too.
We don't care.
This is the minister's office.
Down under there.
This is the door in. And there's the minister right there with her collar. And there's
Mess on
the desk and the bookcases and things. Okay. This is the, I'm not sure what you'd call it. It's kind of like the choir room. And there's some of the, I guess, people from the past on the walls. Not sure exactly who these people are. There's some more. People from the church, I'm sure, at some point. And here's somebody else. Let's see who that is. William D. Coleman, pastor from 1877 to 1915. And here's some historical information here. Here's the Flora Egan Bible class, West Alexandria, PA in 1938. And here's the Willing Workers in 1971. Oops, you can see me in the thing. And this is the Flora Egan class, date unknown. Looks like probably the 40s, early 50s maybe, if I had to guess. And then these are some artifacts. I don't know exactly what all this, probably like old communion things. Here's the baptismal bowl. Beautiful old silver stuff. Here's pewter communion and wine servers. And that's the communion tankard, Presbyterian Church, 1882. So, what I'll do is I'll take you into the sanctuary. We'll walk through this door, which is going to get really dark. This is actually the back of the pipe organ. There's the pipes are up inside of this. So we walk around this way and into the sanctuary. And here we are in the sanctuary, which you saw from the ordination service. These are these old pews that we think must have been like when they used to have to buy pews or something, and you had the men on one side and the one on the other maybe. And here's behind this grilling is where the pipes are for the pipe organ. There's some of the pipes there. And there's the chimes that the organ also can play. Ding-dongs against those. And there's the Queen's throne there. That's what she calls it, or somebody else called it, I think. There's the altar. So, it's a beautiful old sanctuary. And you walk around this way, and we'll shoot back through into her office again to see how that works. So there's the organ's keyboard back there. The old radiators for the heat. And back through the darkness into her office, which is probably going to be locked and I won't be able to get through. Yep. Okay. That was, anyway, through that door. Through that door is her office. Go straight into her office there. Okay. And back through the darkness into the choir room. There's the choir loft, looking out into sanctuary. Okay, this is looking out the back door of the church. That's the church's semi-truck there. Actually, I don't know who that belongs to.
He's telling a lie.
But this is looking out over some of the trees and things. Pretty colors. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up, but see some of the beautiful trees. And this is the back end of the church. This has all been added on. You can kind of see the back of the sanctuary there. We'll walk around the side. Come on, hun. She looks tired. She's been preaching. So this is the graveyard. More pretty colors. And some of these are really old. Like there's one right there, which I don't know if you can read it or not. But the date on that one is 1791, it looks like. So there's a lot of old gravestones around here. Some of these look even older. Who knows? So you can tell this place has been around for a while. This is walking up the side of the church. Some of the cute little houses across the street. It used to be antique shops, but are no longer. This is looking across the street. That's the old bank building there. And there's another street down that way. And just some of those little old buildings. That one's for sale, by the way, in case you're interested. Pretty colors. And this is looking down the street towards our house, which you can't really see. There's the old Dodge van, but see that porch right there with the blue columns right next to it is the manse, so that's where we're headed. This is the old, what church is this one? The one right here? It's now the Christian church, but it used to be a Presbyterian church. United Presbyterian Church, back when it merged with Presbyterian Church. They all came down the sidewalk and joined this church, which was the Presbyterian Church. So, and there's Jerry Lynn Bowders, and it says that she's the perfect priest.
Oops.
But we're not sure that's really the case. It's a long story. I'll have to tell you that story sometime. There's some of the pretty trees, graveyard. I'll look out over the valley out that way. This is our walk home from the church. I'm going to stop for just a second. Okay, this is a beautiful contrasted colors with the yellows and the leaves on the ground. Pretty reds. There's our gun in case anybody attacks. We can be safe from them. Here's some of the cute little houses across the street. Old. This is the oldest house in West Alexandria right here, that green one. As we understand it anyway. They're going to fix that up at some point. And this says it's in honor of General Lafayette. Because he came through here, I guess, stayed here. This used to be the National Road. And there's the old Christian church. Some of the houses are fixing up. It's beautiful columns and scroll work there. And there's the church manse right there, which we'll be walking up to in just a second. So there's the manse. And this is the front door. Walking into the front door. Probably have to unlock. Yep. You watch me unlock the front door. Alright, so this is what you see when you walk in. And I'm not sure how well I'll be able to tell with the glare through the windows, but this is the dining room. There's the fireplace, which is no longer a fireplace. They blocked it in, but that's still pretty. And there's a built-in china cabinet. Probably some of that china there looks familiar to you. Nice big old pocket doors. And this is the parlor. This is Jerry Lynn's sitting room. Somebody getting married there, it looks like. Huh, interesting. And there's some people we know. It's kind of an old picture. We need a newer one. Gee. There's some the hose there. And this is the mirror we got to get hung on the wall. It's a big old huge heavy thing that she had got from the old house she used to live in when she grew up on Lake Jim. We're going to hang it in that wall right there so you'll see it when you come in. And here's the fireplace in the living room. There's our $20 lamp we found at Lowe's. They were getting rid of it, so we bought that. Alright, and then we'll go up the stairs in a minute, but this is the entranceway. It's just the staircase going up. And then in here is the family room with the family, except that Brad's not here. There's Brian relaxing, and here's the fireplace in this room. Okay. And here's family room furniture and family room TV and cat stuff and computer stuff. And here's kitchen stuff. Oh. This is the kitchen with dirty dishes and all, and coffee left over, microwave and refrigerator. And then around this way is a little bathroom. There's a little storage closet there, and this is the door going down into the basement, which I'm not really going to go into, but let the cats out. So I'm sure they'd like to come out. Hello, kitties. There's the basement down there. Just a basement. Big though. There's a familiar table. And so this goes around that into that. We usually keep this thing blocked off because the cats, we don't want them in this room. So this is back into the dining room, and there's the entryway again. And then this is actually a little set of back stairs that goes up to the upstairs, which we'll go up there in just a minute. Right. I'll rejoin you back on the stairs. Okay, a bunch of time has elapsed. It's now evening. So we're going to go up the stairs and visit the upstairs. So we haven't been up there yet. There's Brian watching TV in his reclining position. So this is what used to be a bedroom, but now has been turned. Oh, by the way, this is the stairs that I was mentioning earlier that go back down to the kitchen area. But this used to be a bedroom, and it's been turned into a combination laundry room and bathroom. So here is the bathroom, laundry room. So has a closet, storage for, uh-oh, can't see that. Alright, here is the original bathroom. So there's the bathroom. Standard shower type thing, toilet. And here's the hallway. I'll turn on some lights here we can see a bit better. Okay. This, here we go. This is a junk room for right now, but it's just a little kind of a room. It's eventually going to be a reading room, we think, like a library type thing. Right now it's just kind of nothing. And this is Brad's room. Of course, Jared would kill me if she knew I was showing you these dirty rooms. Oops, no light came on. I wonder why. Let's see. Here we go. So here's Brad's room, his bed, his TV, the old couch that we used to have, we stuck there. And this actually goes into that little room over there. Okay, so that's Brad's room. Here's the spare bedroom. Hang on, I gotta get the light switch here somewhere. Here we go. Alright. So here's the spare bedroom. It's temporarily at my computer central headquarters. Alright, enough of that. And I'll show you Brian's room, which is actually the attic. Except it's going to be dark. I don't think there's any... Oh, there's a light. Okay, so here's the... Going upstairs. Looks like he left his TV on. can't really see very well up here, but this is a horrible mess. But this is the attic area. Unfortunately, we don't have any electrical up here except for that, so he's got electrician's nightmare here. Fire code hazard. Alright, enough of that mess. Okay. And last but not least is the master bedroom, which is the reason we chose this. It's the only room that has a fireplace still. Even though, of course, it's not a fireplace, it looks like there's one. We're going to put some tile down there. I wish Dad was here to lay some of that mosaic tile. We're going to try and do that. Little closet there, not very big. Here's the bed and dresser. So this is the master bedroom. Okay. And the chair with, it's really ugly, it has a cover on it. Okay, so now you've seen the house and all the bathrooms and all the other stuff. Ugh, get blurry. Alright. This actually may become a computer room at some point, I'm not sure. We may turn that into that. Right now I've got some computers down in the basement too. Or a computer. So, I'll take you back down and show you what Jerry Lynn is up to. Down here somewhere. There we go. And she's busy making cookies. Yay, because we have open house on Tuesday night and the church is going to come over and it's just an open house to the church. Okay. Say goodbye.
Wednesday, Brad, you need to pick up your room because the cleaning lady's coming tomorrow.
Brad's here. Look, there's Brad. Hi, Brad. Hello. Little skinny mini. Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.